I love how we think you're with us, but you're really not listening ever, are you? Yeah, don't answer that. Don't answer that. I asked Rooster if he thought the Holocaust happened, and he said, depends what you mean by
Yeah,
Holocaust
I heard that.
happened. Oh, okay. Do you think it's a Holocaust?
Probably some stripe. I mean, there are degrees of denial.
Wasn't Rooster also the one who was really concerned about Jack being Jewish?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, shit, we should have kept him for another minute.
We can bring him back up.
Okay.
Hey, Jack. I did actually want to talk with you about that. What I said about your being Jewish, and see how you feel about it. What I did say. Is that all right with you, Jack?
About what?
I had mentioned you being Jewish, and some people took some offense to it, and I wanted to share with you what I said and see how you feel about it.
Okay.
So there was a conversation, and they kind of asked, like, why are you even here? And I said, because there's an audience. I'm not trying to convert Jack to Christianity. I understand Jack is an atheist, and I understand that he's Jewish. And they said, what does that matter? What does that matter? And I said, as I see it, many Jews would consider converting to Christianity to be a rejection of their identity. Do you have a problem with someone saying?
Maybe when a Holocaust denier says it.
This was before we had talked about the Holocaust. I do have a question about the Holocaust, but as I was asking, I was kicked from the room. I find it interesting that people will attack every sacred thing. They'll say all kinds of things about baby rape and God and whatnot, but they have a sacred thing about which they won't talk, about which there can't be a single question.
Lol.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 6 million reasons why we don't question that event, Rooster.
Well said, James.
Well, can I tell a story that's part of the Holocaust narrative, and you tell me if you think it's true?
Does it put into question the fact that
the story
6 million
itself
people
is
die?
Well, here I'll tell you the story, and if you think that this is out of bounds, let me know. There's a story that a camp, I forget which one, had in it a bear and an eagle, and every day they would feed a Jew to the bear. Every day that bear would eat a whole Jew, and then the eagle would pick the bones clean. And this is something they say happened every single day. Does that sound to everyone here like something that actually happened?
Who said it happened?
Do you actually think that story is characteristic?
John, hang on. Let Haiti.
I will find it for you. I think I can find an article. I think I can find you an article that was in the Los Angeles Times.
About the bear and the...
Yes.
The eagle?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, find the citation.
Okay. It might take me a moment. I'm going to try and find it.
Forward from Grandma, and suddenly the Holocaust didn't happen.
I actually don't know if it's true. I mean, it sounds pretty unlikely, but on the other hand, if there's evidence, if there's historical sources, if there are photographs, if there's testimonial, then maybe it's true. That's how we figure out if things are true or not just on our feels.
Yeah, but no one associates that anecdote with the Holocaust. That's my whole point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't follow that the Holocaust didn't happen because somebody said there was a bear in one of the camps. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in this case, if you say, I don't think that happened, are you denying an element of the Holocaust narrative?
Well, only if it's true. I don't know if it happened or not. It sounds unlikely to me, but if it's in the LA Times and they've got sources, I'd have to accept it happened. So you just saying there's this crazy story, yeah, maybe it was a story that some nut job made up and no one believes it, right? So I don't know what you're talking about.
then with the Holocaust, do you look at each story and determine its veracity and demand?
This is a news alert / confession / I give up. So Smokey got arrested. I got charged with aiding and abetting. Apparently somebody, don't know who, could have been Rob Reed. He's a lawyer. He's got insights. But apparently they invoked a brand new law for hate crimes against retards. And we crossed the line with calling praise a good-for-nothing retard. So Tammy had to bail Smokey and I out last night. And I guess lesson learned, these dodos won't be picking on, well, a retard anymore, because he's got himself a genius legal team, and we don't have the money. We've been beat, and we humbly bow to Darth and his apprentice, Darth Crazy Poo.
Absolutely. They had